Welcome to SRB TV.
Oh my God! Come on now! Yeah!
We are here.
Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of SRB TV. I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
Joined by Christopher. Yeah. And on today's episode, we're taking a look at Ms. Marvel, Season 1, Episode 3.
Destined.
That's it.
That's it. That's Destined. It's like the last episode was called Crushed. Destined.
So Episode 2, you can pretty much boil down to a couple things.
But that's definitely improvement from what we got from the first episode, definitely.
Yeah, so it was her doing some superhero training. On top of that,
we're learning more about her family's past.
Her family's past and the original owner of the bracelet.
Her great-grandmother, from what we've heard, yeah.
Bracelets being used. There's a boy in her life. And Damage Control pretty quickly figures out where to find her. Now, I don't think Kamala Con in general, just where to find this mysterious hero that showed up at the Avengers Con thing.
Yeah, it's like it feels like they stood outside of like a lot of mosques or like stuff like just to see if anything goes down, and the moment it went down, they were immediately there.
Yeah, because of a rough save of this kid, this dumbass kid. He was a dumbass. This rough save of this kid, she runs off, only to be chased down by Damage Control, but thanks to her new boyfriend and her new boyfriend's mother,
who we find out is the vision that we keep seeing that she sees. Because we didn't find that out till after we finished recording. It was like, wait a minute, that's the same lady that we keep seeing in her visions. So now it's interesting who she could be, or what's going on, or like we were just saying, is she the villain, or what's going on exactly? What's her true purpose with Kamala overall, with the bracelet and everything?
Yeah.
So now we dive into the mid-season here. For Ms. Marvel, Season 1, Episode 3, Destined. So here we go.
It's makes her inhuman.
So
that means
I found it.
That's a Kree. That's Kree. I don't know.
I'm assuming that's what they're hinting at. It's her grandmother.
But yeah, I think it's a device that Kree created to bring out a human's ability.
So where's the other one?
I told you. The British have probably looted this place twice over by now.
Where's the other one?
There's two?
Then one will have to do.
Oh shit! The Ten Rings! They're in a Ten Rings temple.
You don't have time.
They just found the other one.
So yeah, the one on her left knew her great-grandmother.
Yeah.
No, of course, yeah. We're not here by choice. We were exiled.
They're Kree.
They're former Kree.
We were separated.
You're making it awkward now.
They're from a different dimension.
So wait,
They're from a different dimension. That's all they said.
Someone's got a crush on her. It's getting a bit noisier.
their dimension sounds weird.
I never got a chance to thank.
Most commonly known as Jin.
I'm sorry, did you just say Jin?
Jin as in genies.
So let me get this straight. They're doing the human storyline, but still not using the Kree.
No, they're not.
The fuck?
But like they told me about the Bengal
Okay,
and
I mean,
my power.
That's who they are.
My great
Still.
I know, it's weird how they're trying to bring in a brand new group into this weird story.
They're doing the human storyline, but not using the humans.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because
Okay, yeah, sure.
Because again, they're afraid
I
to
have
touch
words.
with that.
I'm gonna save post show.
Yeah.
I have words.
You're trending.
What?
So it's like saying, "Hey, you know how to drive, right? Could you fly this F-15?" It's like no pressure.
I know, right? They don't.
Not your bad, dear. Moss board member.
I like the kind back.
God damn, I like
She
her.
knows how. That's why she's running for board.
Excuse me, Miss Agent.
This agent.
Next time, remove your shoes.
Remove your shoes. Yeah, remove your shoes. I love
it. Yeah, member of the council board. Sorry, I didn't finish the votes yet.
Yeah, I know, right? I love the background.
A board member. He came. Board member.
Oh!
She did get it.
She got it.
Wait, did you just say you won?
Yeah, she won. Yeah, I did. She got it.
Yeah.
Well, the same things we know. That she's a brown, most likely Muslim girl. They didn't seem particularly happy about it.
Oof, the trouble this girl's causing, her mother should be ashamed of herself.
Oh my God.
You're that mom lady.
He said he couldn't get out of his shift, but he has left this box for you.
From Ducky or from
I
her
don't know.
boyfriend?
I'm trying to figure out.
Oh no, it's from Ducky.
It's from Ducky.
Okay, we got her a domino mask. That's nice.
Like give a social life. And go.
Go. It's because I'm stupid. Or
You up and go home. Some things might go boom.
Might.
Might go
Mama.
boom.
Might. There's a chance.
Because if we have to do, it may cause a
Ripple.
Okay.
Effect.
Because I had this bangle for.
I tell you, I've never felt so alone in my whole life.
What did you do?
I found the moms. I found Auntie Ruby and Hamaira, and
she found somewhere where she belongs.
I found my family. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Cheer up, cheer up. Come on. You know why? Ahmed is getting married. Hmm?
Yeah.
Huh?
I would have thought that would happen.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Family. Mashallah.
Her father's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's the one thing I think they really instilled. They made sure they instilled, even from the comics, and even from what we got from the games, that her father was always, you
I
know.
wish we got more of him so far. We haven't got a lot of him.
This place will never be our home. We're going to make her help us.
You can't just give her 5 days. You've been waiting over a century.
I know, right? Can you give her a little bit more time?
Jesus Christ. The fuck's wrong with you? Impatient bitch. God damn. That was very entertaining.
We are Brown Jovi.
He said it.
He said it! He said it! We're Brown Joey!
and quinceañeras.
You're not safe. None of you are safe.
What?
Kamala, they're coming after
They
you.
were so nice to me. I'll just go talk to them, okay?
They're not here to talk. They'll kill everyone. You have to get out.
What? Jesus Christ!
God
What's
damn, how dark
wrong
are
with
This
them?
isn't your fight. Kamala, everyone will die.
Why? Why will everyone die?
What?
She get it. You just met the girl like 24 hours ago. And you're automatically like, no, she needs to fucking help us now. 5 minutes. 5 days. A week. No. Now we're gonna cut this bitch's family in half.
It's your guys' death. You gotta activate it.
Absolutely not.
No! I love it! Absolutely not!
They're not paying me enough at this wedding. This
No
is
use resisting now.
so they rushed her origin, her intro, and they're rushing the villains being impatient. What the fuck, man? She is really fast. I'm sorry.
Good. She's good.
She's fast.
Fast, yeah. Bruno trying to help!
Oh!
Ooh, hurt his arm. Yeah! Now's the time to fight back. There you go.
You would protect me.
Why should I protect those who betray me?
What?
That's a train.
That's a Karachi. Damage control.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Your nightlight. It's like your nightlight.
It was you? This whole time it was you and you didn't say anything?
This still
I'll explain.
No, I'm not.
feels like there's like still feels like there's an it feels like there's still an episode missing.
Okay, Nanny, please come here. Can I call you tomorrow?
Did you see it?
Did you see it?
See what?
Did you see the train, Beta?
The train.
How did you know about that?
Because I saw it too. Which is why you have to come. You have to come to Karachi.
I know.
Flat out get pissed. We'll break it down. So this was episode 3.
Yeah.
And I thought it did one of my favorite things it does through halfway through season. It starts picking up.
Just picking up a little bit more. Yeah.
I did like that aspect of it picking up, and I understand the challenges of not telling her other friend because, like, as it is, there's a lot on her plate right now, especially if she finds out her entire family bloodline is tied to an interdimensional beings known as Jinn, or whatever they're fucking calling it. I don't really care. So, like, there's a lot to juggle on her plate, so her wanting to tell her, like, she has a lot on her plate. I give her that. Her character in this is going through a lot this episode, and she gets a pass.
Yeah.
Thoroughly gets a pass on this.
She does.
Because, like, not wanting to change, not wanting to tell her family. Obviously, superhero code, wanting to protect them. Like, not telling immediately everybody else she knows because we're superhero. Like, all of that is great. My problem is 2 things. First problem, they automatically rush the villains turning
immediately.
on her.
They immediately just turn on her with the rushing of everything. It's
like, I get they've been waiting for over 40 years now. Yeah, give or take over 40 years now to get back home.
Yeah.
But in about 24-ish hours, they automatically assumed A, they backstabbed them, and B, like, we automatically think you're not going to help us.
It's like
she never said that.
She just said, "Give
she
me time."
never told them that.
She just said, "Give me time."
Even her son's like, I didn't tell you because she still needs time, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that goes back to my point about the character development. She's still learning to juggle this. Like when she's talking to the head of the mosque at the party, the wedding thing, like what does it mean to be a good person? She's still figuring this out. That is fine.
Yeah.
But this whole automatically switching it off and automatically it's the biggest problem I had, which was it feels like there was an episode missing.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna update that. There's an episode or 2 missing. Like we are only given 6 episodes to tell her story. Not 7, not 8. I don't know if 8 episodes would help. I think 7 would have helped, definitely.
I think 7. It's the type of thing where it's like, they didn't let it linger for a little while type of situation where it's just like, it's the type of thing where it's like, they just immediately rush thinking, we need to go now. It's like, you guys been waiting for how long? Yes, you finally know where it's at. You know where it's located at. That's great. Give it a little bit more time. At least you know the location of the bangle, where she's at, things like that. You've been hunting, trying to find this thing for so long. Now you know where it's at. Give it like 5 minutes. She's still a young little girl, still trying to figure all this stuff out. So it's like it makes. I think it's like I think in the end, the MacGuffin is it's like whatever happened to her mother has to be linked to whatever they're trying to do.
There were some interesting aspects of it. There's been some interesting aspects of it. Like the 10 rings, that they stole an artifact from the old temple, the 10 rings.
Yeah. And
which
it's off of
we know has been around for quite a while now.
And they got the bracelet off of a Kree arm. Because it was like that's all you saw was a blue arm, and that was a Kree arm there.
Yeah.
And that's like telling you something where it's coming from. But that's why I said, unless they tie this to her great-grandmother's disappearance somehow, that kind of really tied together why she disappeared, this is the only thing that's kind of going to have to really kind of, in my opinion, to save it, of why this has to be immediate, why they have to be, we have to go now type of situation.
Then my major nitpick, I think the best way of summing it up, boiling it down, is that Marvel needs to get over the fact they failed with the Inhumans show. They need to seriously get over it.
Move on and continue at least some type of Inhumans.
It's flopped, great. That doesn't mean you rewrite a character story. I get it. You can play. It's a different dimension. It's a different Earth card. But let's be honest. You're not even bother saying the word Inhumans. You're not even saying meta-humans.
They realize they fucked up, so we're not going to dive into that anymore. Again, like you said, they can easily make it up so badly in here.
And what they're doing... Oh, go on, sorry, finish up.
They can easily make it up so badly by stating that the one we saw for Inhumans, that's just a multiverse. That's another Earth, another dimension, another verse, pretty much, and still use them in this universe.
And I get what they're trying to do here, because it's what they did early on in the MCU, which was they were clever of rewriting certain characters' origin stories to better fit their narrative. We saw that early on. I can't name exactly the heroes and stuff like that,
but they rewrote.
They retweaked.
Yeah.
A lot, and
some of them helped.
And early on, that was fine. Yeah. They didn't have the mutants, of course. So when you introduce Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, you can't bring up the M word.
Yeah,
that's fine. So you rewrite a little
differently.
Miracle shorter. You don't say mutant, but we know you mean mutant. I didn't mind that. That was fine. And even in WandaVision, that was fine as well.
Again, it's the type of thing where
because they tied them a tiny bit more to the Infinity Stone.
But here, it's like you're literally writing off completely as if the Inhumans have never existed.
So yeah, you're basically taking... No, what I don't like is that you are doing the human story, but instead, you're just using a Golden Age comics superhero
group or something like that.
Comic book group instead. It's not like with what they did with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, where it was like, they tweaked it a little, but you can still kind of tell they're mutants.
Yeah.
Here it's... Oh no, it's just she came from different things, and the rest is still the same.
Yeah.
Wherein because easily I can see the group being Kree, I can see the kid being half Kree, I can see them in that flashback scene to the temple, them trying to find some artifact to help them get back home, and that being Kree tech.
Yeah.
And that Kree tech actually enhancing the human. Awakening the human if you have it in you. So for Kamala, since her family's in that legacy, is unintentionally that legacy, because we know Kree have experimented on humans for eons.
Oh yeah.
We know that'll awaken her power. It won't give her power. It won't give her original power, because we know you need the Terrigen crystals and you need to have a whole shebang. But it will bring out the abilities. That's why I thought, they're still going the human route when they show and that's what I was thinking, maybe that's what it does. We're Jinn that just brings out your abilities as a Jinn, because you're tied to. I'm like, you're literally just taking every word, the words in human and Kree, and placing with Jinn and clandestine, and that's it. That's all you're doing. Look. I have accepted the fact they've kind of switched around her powers, for the most part. I've accepted it. I'm fine with that, because you know what? In the long run, we know that's what Marvel does with the MCU. They like tweaking things to their own to fit their own narrative. But here, it really bugs the crap out of me.
It does.
That all they did was just it's Pocahontas in space. It's not literally like that. But it's the concept of you're taking one narrative and just switching out some of the names and characters and people instead. You're taking out the person, place, and thing, and instead, you're placing it with person, place, or things that are just similar enough.
Just close enough to whatever story we're trying to tell.
The villain thing, I get why. I heard one of the biggest downsides of the season is the villains. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I was hearing.
And 3 episodes in, I can kind of see why. They jumped the gun so fast. And we are only introduced them in the same... It's not even one of those. The next episode, they get impatient. No, it's literally in the same
Because we're seeing them and we're thinking, okay, cool. You know, they're this family type of group, type of people and things like that. They're okay, all right.
Yeah, because they start off like, I know I've seen this before. We've seen this in a bunch of other shows we watch. They seem friendly at first. They have a hidden agenda. They build it up to where she gets trusting of them. Turns out there's a big twist that they're kind of sort of evil.
Here they're just jumping the gun immediately. Where they're just like, no.
They just went from, instead of going from A to B, they went from A to G. What?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
What's sad is...
That's why I said it would have made sense in the storyline where it's like, okay, we've waited long enough, we know where they're at, alright, let's give her a little bit of time.
What's sad is, there's good in here. There really is. The stuff between her and her friend, her and Ducky. There's some good dynamic there. Her trying to be trusting enough of her other friend to tell her about what's been going on and why the mosque was harassed by damage control.
Yeah, and her getting it, hearing advice or getting advice, from her father.
From her mother,
and even from her mother.
That was the most touching scene so far with her mom.
Yeah.
There's good in this episode, but it's bogged down by villains who jump the gun too soon.
Who just want, it's like you guys are just wait 5 freaking minutes.
And while I don't think it affects the story, the whole Marvel Studios pulling that we're going to just switch out the names and places for slightly similar names and places. Like it's not gonna ruin my experience overall. For this episode. Again, but there is good in this episode.
There is.
But it's bogged down by so much crap that's going on.
Right now they have the opportunity, if they wanted to fix the Inhuman storyline, or at least, do something better with it, or at least try to bring in Inhumans. Because again, what are we dealing with? The multiverse. So there's a way you can kind of fix it.
And you know what's even more? Oh wait, this was 20. This came out last year. You know what's even more bullshit? This came out after Multiverse of Madness last year. Mm-hmm. This came out after, where they acknowledge the humans in another universe.
In another universe, which, as I said, they can easily fix it with the whole, hey, that was another universe situation, type of thing, and then still try to present an Inhuman type of thing, whether it's in movie form or like what they're trying to do here, which is short form storytelling.
And now it's even more baffling now, because, like, the Marvels, we were before we even watched this show, we were theorizing, like, maybe, because we thought it was Kree tech she found, like, that's what was giving her powers and stuff, and made so much sense in the Marvels trailer, how they're having the Freaky Friday thing happening with their powers, because they're all linked to Kree energy, or some form of Kree energy, but now it's making
some type of cosmic energy, that's what it is.
Now that's what all it is. It's, once again, them boiling it down to, it's just cosmic energy. That's why.
That's how come all 3 of them are linked together in the film. Is because their powers all resonate through cosmic.
Unfortunately, we do know that she eventually does tell the rest of her family about her powers. We saw that in the Marvel trailer.
It's just, as of right now, she knows they're not ready. Yeah, because she's still not confident in herself.
And that's the part I'm fine with in this episode.
Well, I know, that's why I said me too, because it's like, she's not confident in herself just yet. It's like, until she feels more confident to tell them, right now she's just still trying to figure all this out before she can have that confidence to say, this is who I am, this is this is what's going on. But
there's overall, there's bits of like in this episode, but when you look at the overall agenda, it's really bogging this down. And what's sad is there's some good stuff in here.
There's good bits in here, and it's like you enjoy those good bits, but then again, everything's just bogged down to the villains and what they're trying to do. It's like, what the hell?
I'm going to talk to my friend Nick, because he didn't overall like the show. He hasn't exactly, he wasn't a big fan of Kamala, which I'm like, okay, she's acquired taste, but I'm going to have a debate with him. I'm going to talk with him about this, because like I said, I think I'm,
the only thing I've overall heard about the series so far, and I've been kind of seeing why people were saying, is that out of the shows that they've released, this has to be one of the weakest ones that they have so far.
Look, much. That's what I said.
We're halfway through it right now, and it could change for our opinion.
Because
because
we're in the minority that thought Obi-Wan Kenobi was fine.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of people out there who hate Deborah Chow now.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Because like for us, we thought it was fine.
It was good. That was
like, but we had to go through all those episodes first.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I think we got.
Yeah, and that's what I said. That's what we have to go through before we get a solid opinion.
Yeah, my biggest issue right now is I can see what people meant by the competent villains, and I still hate for a fact. I still hate for a fact they're just not saying Inhumans, though they have every right they can say Inhumans.
They have.
I think it's a conspiracy theory, but I think they just chicken shit out on just using Inhumans again after the failure of their show.
Oh yeah.
Which is their own fucking fault.
Yep.
So, because you're... Okay, sorry, one more thing. Because the problem they were doing at that was that they weren't doing what they're doing now with the Disney Plus Marvel shows.
Yes.
They tried to do what they tried to use that budget of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to do that, and that's what one of the things that failed it.
And that's why I stated they can still fix it with the whole multiversal thing and still have its own series, but in a form like this.
I'd say can't wait to see her full costume.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But like I said, that's all I have to say about when it gets. I was like, I would love to see them return, but in a format like this, in a shorter term, but in this style of like what we want from an Inhuman story.
And she's capable of fighting back.
Oh yeah, you saw her. You saw it protect her, but then when she started fighting back, you saw that fist coming out, and she was like ready to fight. You know, I want to see a lot more coming out of it, but. It was just so awesome to see that scene.
Yeah, so other than that, folks, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button if you want to talk to us more about stuff like this. Comment down below if you want to share us around, share it around. And if you have just a little, if you like it's just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about Marvel shows like this one, hit the subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon as well. What
did you guys think of this so far? I mean, we're at the we just finished up to the halfway point of this season. What have you guys, when you guys were watching this, essentially, what was your guys at this point going into it? You know, I mean, you know, was it the same where it felt like they rushed it too quickly for these villains? It felt, the same thoughts that we had overall. You think that it felt like it needed a little bit, just maybe an episode longer, or just a little stretch it just a little bit for them? You know, I mean, let us know in the comments down below. Do you agree or disagree with us on the comments that we've stated of how they're doing the narrative in this series overall, trying to dodge Inhumans overall? I mean, let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction to this episode, but most importantly, we thank you for watching.
Yes, and if you want to check out any of our reactions to Ms. Marvel, you can check out all the episodes right here. And of course, on the next episode of SRBTV dealing with Ms. Marvel, we will be tackling Season 1, Episode 4. We're into the second half of the season with...
Seeing Red.
Yeah, so until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very cluster F-filled episode of SRB TV.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.